Hi guys, hello, 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 Zoopalo. Hi guys, hello, hello, hello. Bringing up comments. Hi guys, hello, welcome, 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 welcome. There I am. Boop. Comments. Be the first to comment. Somebody draw me a comment so I know what's going on. Oh, there we go. They all popped through. Hello, guys. Turby worbies. You're being the cuteness. Here we go. We can go in here. Go in your bed. Hi, guys. Hello. Hello. You guys, you've 60 bags of the live mix have already sold. They've been up for a couple hours now, an hour and a half or so. I don't know. Pam, how long? Hi, guys. Hello. Look at all these people popping on to YouTube. Good morning or afternoon. Oh, my Lord. I don't even know what time it is today. It's been months. It's been so much. As you can see, we've been busy. We're going to rearrange my lights to do more like this. Because right now, like the color, there's, I don't know if that'll make a difference. I feel like there's a little bit of a shadow on the glitter. You can't really see it for all its true glory. The wall. Yes, the wall is up. Christine's been working earlier. We got to keep going up higher, and we actually have to keep going down lower. This is about maybe a third of the glitter. Oh, hi, Angelita. Welcome. Julie, we got a whole bunch of people new for the live today. So I love this. Well, I love all these newbies coming in. If you have been following me on YouTube and you've watched my videos, you know that I do epoxy education. Come here. I do epoxy education. This is my little sidekick. And I teach you guys how to work with tumblers and glitters and do all those fun things. I love having the new people here. Please feel free to jump out and ask questions. Do keep in mind that I am streaming live to, turbies. I'm streaming, oh boy, there's such your tail. I'm streaming live to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So I might not be able to see every single question. But if I don't, my team is here, my moderators are here, and we've got some members that really jump in and try to help us out and answer questions. So I do try to answer questions as I go. But again, remember, I can't see all the questions. I can see about 4 comments at a time, and you guys are chatting with me the whole time. So I really do try to engage in the conversation with you guys. But sometimes I can't. So just keep that in mind while you're live with me here. I try to be as descriptive as I possibly can when I'm working so that you might pick up some new little tip or trick here or there. But if I'm doing something and you don't quite see it or get it, feel free to comment or let me know what you think or what you missed. Also, we do a lot of funny little inside jokes here. I've been in this industry doing this with you guys for a few years now. And over time, things have come up. So you'll hear me say things like pants whales and avocados and things like that. These are little, just funny little things that have come up in the story of my life. I try to explain them as they come up. So that the newbies kind of are in on the jokes. Yeah, I've been doing this for a long time, and I really appreciate you guys' support and love. Today is live mix day. I was going to do full live mix from start to finish, conceptualize the glitter color and go out there with you guys and pick it. And then I got carried away, and my brain's like, Gah! And I ended up pulling parts. The glitter that I was originally going to mix for today's live, I actually put it on hold. So we'll do that in a couple days or a couple weeks maybe, because my brain was like, I just have these feelings of when to do what, and I felt like this week needed to be kind of like a white-ish colored one. This little dog, what are you doing? He is driving me nuts. Thank you guys. Are you getting your coaster molds back in stock? We are getting them back in stock, but everybody please be patient. We, as is every single other business, we are struggling with the labor shortage. We can't get products in as fast as we want. The manufacturers, there's a breakdown between manufacturers and actually getting it to our thing because there's not enough employees working for DHL, UPS, FedEx, all these things, even at customs and at the shipyards and stuff. There's not enough people to bring these in. So things that should be here in 30 days are taking 60 to 90 days from date of order. So, I mean, we've got the molds on order, but it could be another 2 months before we get them. There's nothing we can do about it. We would get them here faster if possible. We could air freight things and they would come through customs faster, but it would double the price for you guys. So we are just honestly trying to be patient. I am doing a live mix today. We're just trying to be patient to just get these things in as they come in so that we don't have to jack up our rates and get crazy with you guys. So we are just trying to be patient, as is like with all of our things. The aprons should have been here a month ago. Our glitter bags are a month and a half late. They just arrived yesterday. So we finally are back on track with that because that was super stressing me out. Oh, Rachel got her live mix already. So yes, today is live mix day. What live mix day is, every Wednesday I mix the glitter live with you guys here on the live. You guys get to see kind of my thought process and just have fun with me picking the colors and mixing them and putting together and stirring them all up. Turbos, you were so high maintenance today. Go lay in your bed. Go lay in your bed. And it's been a really, really fun process. They go up for sale if you go on today's deals and you click on what's new, it's going to be at the very top of the list there. If you hover over the today's deals, it's going to give you a drop down menu and you can click on what's new. The live mix generally sells out by the end of the evening. Sometimes we have them past the live, but as people rewatch the live, by the time I wake up in the morning, they're sold out. So sometimes in the live, they sell out in the first hour. So I can't tell you how fast it's going to go, but I can tell you they generally all, actually up to date, they've all sold out. So this is not a pause on it. This is, if you love it, get it. The listing is already up on the website. A lot of you know me and trust me a lot, and you pre-order it even without seeing it mixed. I think you guys are funny and I love it. I actually love it. It's a point of pride for me because I'm like, oh, they trust me. They know I'm going to do something awesome. So the live mix is already available. There is not a picture of it. You can see the inspiration pictures of the general colors that I've chosen. And you can decide from there, or you can just wait until I mix it live and then you can grab it. So I do recommend putting it in your shopping cart and being ready to go. The one caveat is we do require you to spend at least $25 for the order with your live mix in it. So that does not mean that you have to spend $25 and then add live mix. You can order $25 worth of live mix. We don't care. As long as the order that contains the live mix in it is at least $25. You guys, or you can purchase as much as you want, but the order itself, when you check out, has to be at least $25. Yes, we do have a lot of molds. So if you're like, oh, I've got a lot of things on your website, I don't think I need anything new, I recommend checking out the what's new section. Check out the $3 and under section. $3 and under section, we are having an issue with it though. It's only going to show you the first 3, and right underneath those 3, it's going to say very small. It's going to say click here to see more $3 and under, or see more $3 and under. You got to click that button. It will look like there's more products, but they're not $3. For some reason, something's going on with the website right now that the $3 is only showing you 3 of the items. You then have to, and it's showing you a bunch of other items underneath that. You actually have to click the see more $3 and under items underneath that, and it's going to bring up a whole list of goodies for you guys. Yes, don't forget. So with every order, if you are new to watching me here, every single order you place with Lily and Rose, you can type in the search bar, just type the word free. We do a free test water slide with every single order, but you've got to add it to your order. This is a waste situation. We don't want to send them to people who don't really need them. We do not have a storefront. No, we are a warehouse only. Someday maybe wish list, bucket list of storefront, but no, we do not. But with every single order, sorry, I'm jumping around because I'm seeing questions. So with every single order that you place with Lily and Rose, we will give you a free test water slide. It's like a little baby mini water slide. This is actually a large test water slide. This is a test water slide. This is a big one. Generally, they're about this size, the top of this guy. They're just any of the little water slides that we have on our website. Sometimes we just make little minis of them, and you can order a free test water slide with every single order. They're fun. to use on keychains or even on the bottom of your tumblers or all kinds of fun little craft projects. They're also what we do them for is so that you can practice with water slides and get really good at water slides. But they've become a point of fun for you guys. And so you can add one to every single order. So if you place an order today, you place an order tomorrow, you place an order Friday, you can add one to every single order every time you order. We don't have a limit. So yes, so that's when you're ordering today. So check out, there is a lot of new molds. We added molds 2 Fridays ago. We added more molds Friday. So there's a bunch of new molds up there. Some of them have already sold out. Sorry guys, if you were looking for the skull platter, what are the ones that have sold out? Jeez Louise. There's probably about 10 of them that have already sold out. I'm thinking of the skull platter because it literally just sold out this morning. I saw the last one sold. Have we got the ducks back yet? No, we do not have the ducks back in, Tammy. Not that I know of so far. Again, everything just takes a really long time to get here. 60 to 90 days. It's not my favorite, but it's the world we live in right now. Hopefully our economy bounces back and people start going back to work. Oh, Maxine Gramble. I was gonna say, I know who this, I guarantee you I'm gonna know who this is. You're welcome, Maxine. Yeah, Maxine. So, oh, and guys, I put up 103 for free with $50. So the minimum order to order the live mix is $25. But if you decide to go above and beyond that, and there's a bunch of other things you wanted, and you hit that $50 mark, under today's deals, click on today's deals. There is a listing for 3 for free with 50. You type the number, or if you're in the search bar, you can type the number 3 and then write the words free. So sorry, 3 for free with. It will pop up the 3 for free with 50 listing. What that is just 3 random products, little goodies. They're freebies. If you're going to spend $50 anyway, toss one in your bucket, in your cart, in your bucket. Can you tell I'm texting now? Toss it in your bucket. Toss it in your shopping cart. Grab your 3 for free with 50. Don't forget your test water slides. So you get 3 freebies today. 3 freebies. You get free shipping on orders over $15. You get your free test water slide, and you can add 3 for free with $50 order. But that minimum is a $50 order. So the live mix is a $25 order. The test water slide could go with every order, and the 3 for free with 50 is a minimum of $50 order. So I put up 100 because I knew you guys were going to be shopping like crazy getting this live mix today. Thank you guys. Cassandra, yes, Cassie Rose, I saw you ordered, and yes, you can. So as long as you've placed your order today, you can add on to that order. You can place a second order on top of that. So let's say you spent $38 already. You can go into the website, spend $12 more. You're going to want to hit 15, so you get the free shipping. Spend $15, add another free test water slide because it is a second order, and we will combine it. And we'll give you 2 free test water slides. So add your test water slide and add your 3 for free for 50 because we will combine your 2 orders as long as those 2 orders together hits the $50 mark. We allow it. We're pretty easygoing over here. I am. I know, doesn't it look so good? This is why I was like, I just really want it done. Yes, thank you guys for the love on the shelves. It's not organized. Do you want to see something that's going to drive all you OCDers crazy? The one random yellow right in the middle of all these whites and silvers, and then boop, yellow. Christina did that on purpose. Oh, dar, awesome. Hi, Shelly. All right, so let's jump in. So today, we're going to be doing the live mix, and then we're going to be playing with the live mix so you guys can see it in action. We are going to get some epoxy on this cup because I want to get a second layer on this to keep this cup moving forward. This is the glitter, and if you were waiting, there was 11 pallets left this morning when I looked. So if you were waiting, and for the 3 for free today, if you were waiting for the live mix today to be able to place your order and blah, blah, blah. There was 11 of the palette J's left. This glitter all on this tumbler is from the palette J. We're going to keep that cup moving forward. I also promised you guys we would put this, the Battle Box tumbler. This is the temperature thermal cup. I was going to show you guys putting this on the tumbler and getting this under epoxy. So we're going to do that today as well if we have time. So I gotta get moving. Hi, Teresa. All right. So today, again, I am mixing. So today we actually have less of the live mix because the parts that we had that I want to mix together, we didn't have humongous bags of it. So we are actually limited on our live mix. I will tell you that because normally we do about 450 bags of it and we sell it by the end of the night. We're going to have about 300 bags of this. So just keep that in mind. I know I'm sorry you guys, but I just really like this color. I'm just really excited to do it, but there's a little bit less of this one than what we normally would have for the live mix. All right, so we're going to lift you guys up high into the sky. Put you guys up as high as I can get you. Hi, Stacey Clay. Oh my gosh. I got invited to a wedding, you guys. Who invited me to their kid's wedding? Let me see. I got invited to Rachel Nicole Bond and Daniel Dylan Summerall's wedding on November 6th. But it didn't come with like any information other than just the wedding invitation and a response card. So I'm curious what I want to know the details. I mean, I'm not going to be able to go because I don't have a life. It's in did we decide it was in Mississippi? I just thought it was kind of fun. I got invited to a wedding. Did I take the leaf mold out? Yes, I did. You guys know me. I can't wait. I got very impatient this morning, and this is the leaf mold. So this is the mold that we did a couple days ago, and with the gold albus in the back. So there's albus. ALBUS, that's the gold here. Oh yeah, that is spectacular packing. We did laugh, but we said, what if we should all here at the warehouse all go to the wedding? Because it's actually, I say I got invited, but Lily and Rose, like the whole crew got invited. So I was like, I should respond and we should all show up. The whole crew. All right, I'm bringing over my parts. I'm not sure how much of each of these parts I'm going to use. I know I'm going to use all of the white because I want this to be a very, very soft palette color, like a white-ish with a little bit of color sprinkled in. I've got my tumbler already prepped in white. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys, I just unplugged my lamp. So I've got my palette, I've got my tumbler already sanded and prepped. Okay, so this live mix, I switched off because the live mix that I was going to do, I love it. I'm very excited. I'm still going to do it, but I'm going to wait. I wanted to do a mix because I was thinking about the holidays and the seasons and what's coming in. And we've got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all that. And I wanted to do a very snow type glitter. So our base is going to be white. So if you've never seen a live mix, this is how I roll. I used to do it in a bowl, but now you guys, we sell so much because the time I did it in a bowl, we sold out in 15 minutes. So now I mix in a big bucket and I make a lot more. So this one is going to be a snow kind of themed one. So we're going to start with a chunky white. We're going to start with this beautiful chunky white. So this is all one size cut. This is not a mixed cut. This is all, you can see it's all one size. How gorgeous is that, right? So this is just, I mean, this alone could have been our mix glitter, but it's not a mix. So the live mix is a mix. So this is the base, and what we're going to start with here is this beautiful white. Ooh, look, there's a purple. One little purple. I was stuck to my hand. All right. Ooh. All right. So then I'm going to add my fine white. All right. Beef it up. So now we've got our chunky and our fine as our base. So this is our fine. Just is absolutely soft. It looks so soft visually. It's absolutely sparkly, crazy sparkly. Actually, let me plug in my overhead lamp here. Hold on. So you guys get a good lighting here. Oh yeah, that's right. I broke it. That's right, I broke my light. Forgot about that. Whoopsie doopsie. Never mind. You don't get that bonus light. So we've got the chunky and we've got the fine, okay? But then I wanted it to kind of look like snow, and I mean white snow too, but I also wanted to add a little dimension to it. So we're gonna add a little bit of the beautiful light blue. Not a lot, not too much. If you have not seen this blue, see, can you see this? Can you imagine this ombre down on your cup? See how like crazy reflective and so shiny that is? This blue is amazing. Might end up adding more blue, but I want to start slow with the blue. Okay? Because I don't want it to be like overpowering blue. I want it to be white with like a little undertone of the blue. So I'm just a little bit. This is actually not Sully. No, it's not Sully. So the pale white that I'm using is Bow. The white fine is the base of Bow. So if you're a Bow fan. Okay, and then I wanted to add a little silver because I want the silver to kind of be like the Christmas sparkle. So I'm actually adding more silver than I am blue for now. In my brain, this is how it's going to work out. Okay. And then to add a little bit more dimension. Ooh, okay, well, actually, I'm going to stop here because I don't want to get carried away because I can get very easily carried away, and I don't pre-test this, by the way, you guys. I go all in, I commit hard, and I theorize this glitter in my brain. I want to add a little tiny bit of aqua, but I mean like a tiny bit, but I'm not positive. So I want to mix it. I'm going to actually pre-mix this, see where we're at, and then see if I want to add any more blue or any of the aqua. So we're going to get it going. Oh, I love it already. So this is what I mean. Usually, you guys, I mix this amount, and then I have this much more glitter to mix on the side. But today, this is all I have because we've used all of the silver and all of the chunky white that I have. So I cannot mix more of this. This is it. Oh, wow, that is gorgeous. Okay. I don't know. Should I add a little bit more blue? I feel like it does need a little bit more blue. Or should I stop? Ooh, I can't decide. I think it needs a little bit more blue. Girl. Oh, Emily, they're not wasted. They never arrived. They say they were delivered, but they never made it. I already asked the girls. They said they've not shown up here. So I filed a dispute. What was the chunky white? It was just a chunky white. It's not a color in existence on our website yet. Okay, I'm going to do something I don't normally do. I've never done a live mix. It's not that I don't normally do it. I just have never done some live mix before. I'm going to take a little scoopy doop, and I'm going to test putting the other color in. So I'm going to just take a little baby pinch. Okay. Okay, I freaking like it. I like having that little metallic blue in there because it's metallic, so it's super reflective. The little aqua. It's very subtle. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna add a little, and then I'm gonna add a little and mix it. Add a little and mix it. So we're going with a little punch, just a little nugget of aqua. And that's the thing is, I am not writing this formula down, so live mix is only available as a live mix. So that's why I say if you love it, if you pre-ordered it before you saw me mix it, then you love it when I mix it. You want to get in there and order it because once it's sold out, it's gone forever. It's not even, it doesn't even get a name. Its name is Live Mix. Ooh, there's a little spattering. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more. Add just a little bit more, maybe the same amount as I did on that one. Double it a little. Literally, that's like 2 cups of glitter in the whole bundle. I'm going to end up loving this color and I'm not going to be able to make it again. All right, that's perfect. That was perfect. Perfect. So this is where we're at so far. I have made live mix with bars, Andrea. All right. Should I add more white? I think I'm gonna go grab more white. Okay, I'm gonna grab more white. I'll be right back. All right, I've only got more because we always have bow. So I'm adding more white. I'm gonna be really careful not to contaminate this bag because I don't want to add this whole bag. What is close to Hercules? Polly. So Hercules is the dad bod of Polly. So Polly is going to be the very fine version of Hercules. All right, so I'm going to actually add about 1.5 kilos of bow, and then I'm going to add just a touch more blue to balance it. Maybe this way we'll have a couple extra bags. Oh shoot, I just broke the tie. Turbo, you scared me, bud.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. I'm not going anywhere. I need to look at this. Are you going in with more blue?
Well, I wanted to add a little more blue, but I didn't want it to get too dark, so I added a little more white too.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Ooh. Saying that the larger iridescent almost looks like a silver flash, but it's an iridescent flash, but it's super bright.
I know, but it's big. I think it looks silvery because it has a little bit of silver glitter in it.
Yeah.
So it makes it.
It just grabs the light really well. I think you need more white.
More white?
I think so. Only because I like white. So it's like a lighter. But it is a really cool seafoam.
That's what I mean. It's like, and if you put it on a white base.
Yeah. It is like literal seafoam, right? That's what that color is.
I always think a seafoam is more like green.
More green? Yeah.
But real life seafoam is brown.
In San Diego, yeah. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Yes, the 3 for free with 50 is going on right now. It might be sold out already, but yes, the 3 for free with 50 was up on the website. All right, Christina says I need to make it more white. Do you guys think so? I'm looking for comments. Destiny says, yes, add the white. Okay, I'm adding more white. I'm going to add the rest of this bag of white. Because I kind of feel that. I like the blue, but we want it to be a white base. Okay, I'm leaning all in. This is going to be it. This is the last glitter. Last glitter going in. Okay, now let's. Oh, so soft. It literally looks like a snowbank. That ironically didn't change it that much. All right, I'm ready to put this on a cup. You guys ready? I have to be super careful with this box because if I spill it, we're in trouble. All right, let me get some. Ooh. Let me get some on a cup for myself. Get some for me. When I see it, now I feel like it needs a little more. Do I have more silver? Ooh, I have like half a kilo of silver. The silver adds a lot of sparkle. I'm really messing with this one. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it needed that after I added all that white. It just needed that little silver sparkle. Added. Where's my cup that I saved myself? Where did I put it? Oh, I put it back in. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it just needed that little bit of silver re-added to it. That's perfect. Okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yep, that's perfect. It lost some of its visual texture, so I had to put it back in. It's crazy how like 3 cups maybe of the aqua went in there, but it's just enough to give it that little glint. Oh my gosh, my seat. A winter themed cup. Yeah, that's what I was saying. For me, it was like getting a glitter that was like the perfect snow glitter. It's number 7. So this is live mix number 7. Oh yes, so yes, I don't know exactly what Shelly's responding, but she's saying we're a giving company. Yes, we support a lot of charities and funds. We've adopted the homeless teen shelter, the emergency homeless teen shelter here locally, and so we just go and buy what they need. They're not allowed to, with the COVID, every time a new teen comes in, they have to have a new comforter and all that, and they just don't have the funds for it. So we have gone in and bought all new bedding, and even cookware and clothes. And a lot of the kids even show up with like nothing, like literally naked sometimes. And so we have outfitted them with tons of clothes and accessories and some things to just spoil the kids. But yes. So yes. And the live mix is custom. I mean, it's a special custom. It's a one of a kind. Oh, there we go, Mary Jane. So yes, and we do have glitters. If you are wanting to help us with our charities, we also have glitters that you guys can buy to directly support our give back things. We have a couple now for the Team Center. We have Buddy and Sven. Buddy and Sven are the 2 Christmas glitters with the snowflakes inside of them. One's holographic, one is metallic. And then we also have Quentin. So Quentin, Buddy, and Sven, when you purchase any of those glitters, 100% of the proceeds go towards our homeless teen shelter and helping us provide Christmas. And we do a year-round support with them, but help us give them an amazing Christmas of toys and stuff for the kids. And then we also have Peyton. When you purchase Peyton, 100% of the proceeds go towards helping families with babies in the NICU. Then we also have Troy, and Troy goes 100% of the proceeds go towards providing service dogs for those in need. So what happened with the hot tub? Oh, Diane, girl, I got my money back. It's about that time. Yes. So yes, and actually this live mix goes with all your holiday cups, so you can get all your holiday glitters. Jen is asking, if you paint a clear water slide with the white, do I need to seal it before and after painting the back or just after? You need to paint it, seal it before you paint it. So seal it, paint it, let it dry, apply it. You don't need to reseal. Oh, Nicole got her goodies. So yes, we are in Texas. I used to be in San Diego and now we're in Texas. Okay, so let's play with it. I've got a white tumbler. I prepped a 22 fatty. I got a 22 ounce fatty. Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you for being so supportive. Oh, Angie, don't worry, it's coming. Angie said she'd love to see a red, black, and silver kind of mix. Don't worry, girl. Also, Angie, if you're looking for an amazing one, Lucifer, check out Lucifer on the website. And you can add a little Hercules to it or a little Atlas. and mix Atlas and Lucifer together, or Hercules and Lucifer together. But Lucifer is absolutely gorgeous. He's a black and red mix. No problem, Tracy. I tell you guys, if I can see the question and I can get to it, I try to grab it. All right, so here we go. So here is the tumbler. I've prepped this tumbler. Ooh, got a little smudge on it. Oh my gosh. It's still a little tacky. I literally just sprayed it. Oh boy. I have all that glitter on my hands and I grabbed it and it's a little tiny bit tacky. The humidity here is outrageous. So I'm going to actually do hang method on this one, and we are going to fully coat this cup. This one is going to get the full spiel down it. So let me get some gloves on. So if you've never done a hang method cup, you're about to experience something amazing. We're just going to use epoxy to attach this glitter. That's an amazing paint job. She says, thank you. I mean, I've painted close to probably 1,000 tumblers in my life so far. So I do have a how to paint your tumbler without any blah yada yadas, blah yada 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 yada. How to without drips. I have a tutorial. Oh, girl, you're gonna love the Northern Lights bundle. Okay, so we are going to mix. So for the hang method, the reason I kind of developed hang method. The reason hang method came around. Let's see. I didn't sit and think like develop it. I was like, I'm too cheap to buy products. I hate Mod Podge. I don't want to buy any additional products. How can I attach this glitter with products I already have? And I always would be working on one tumbler, have a little left over. And I'm like, now what am I going to do with this little bit? So I started putting the like 3 to 4 to 5 grams of epoxy on the tumbler and carefully smearing it all down the tumbler. You're going to see me do it here real soon. And applying my glitter that way. It is like the bomb diggity. It grips onto all the chunkiness, all the love chunky of your big glitters and your fine glitters. You can smash your glitters down and it will hold them beautifully and flat and make the surface really, really easy to cover. This is a super chunky. This is Keikoa. If you've never seen Keikoa on a tumbler, this is like our most popular glitter. We call it the Mona Lisa of glitters. This is Keikoa. He's a super chunky, has bars and large hexagons. And you can see this tumbler was done with the hang method. And this has 2 coats of epoxy over the top. And you can see it's perfectly smooth. There was no sanding in between the coats. 1 coat, 2nd coat, and that's it. And you can see this gorgeous surface. And that is because I used the hang method layer application to attach my glitter. So what the hang method is basically the dredges of the leftovers of any other tumbler, which is like 4 to 5 grams of epoxy. And you apply it on the tumbler. So I'm going to go ahead and mix 4 grams of epoxy because I don't have another tumbler. I didn't have another tumbler going. Perfect. All right, so this is what 4 grams looks like. See this cup? There's like nothing in there. Okay, I'm going to stir it up. When you're stirring for hang method, it doesn't matter if it has bubbles because you're going to put it on so thin and it's going to be underneath the glitter. You won't see it anyway. Oh my gosh, girl, Big Daddies are all out. The Big Daddies are all out. This month is amazing. You guys are going to die. Even I was like, wait, that's in the Big Daddy? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, Big Daddy is good this month. I should have sneak peeked a lot more things because I feel like there's going to be a lot of people seeing this Big Daddy bag that are going to be real disappointed they weren't signed up. So Zephyr and Cairo are slightly different. Cairo is a little bit more, I should just put them right next to each other for you guys. They're both silvers. Cairo is going to be a little bit more on the champagne-y silver, and Zephyr is like pure stainless or chrome. Zephyr is going to be like a chrome silver. It's like high flash chrome silver, and Cairo is like a standard. I don't want to say standard because he's still absolutely stunning. He's like what you would expect of a regular silver. Cairo is just a beautiful high flash silver, and Zephyr is like a chrome silver. Like, I don't know how to explain that. It's a high beam silver. So Carrie, if it's really bubbly, make sure you're doing it in a 74-degree room temperature room. Stir slowly. I highly recommend our epoxy mixer because it will essentially mix it for you, and it will be very, very low bubble. Also let your epoxy rest for 5 minutes after you've stirred it before applying it to your tumbler. Because you guys see me here use it. It is bubbly when I apply it, and then I just let it sit. Because tumbler epoxy will be more bubbly than the molding epoxy because it's thicker. So the viscosity of the epoxy is what has to do with whether it's going to be bubbly or not. Our molding epoxy, I'm not even using all the epoxy. I think it's going to be too much, so I'm leaving a little bit in the cup. So we've got more like 3.5 kilograms here. Sorry, let me walk through this bubbly epoxy. I don't want to get off track. Okay, so if you are working with the bubbly epoxy, I highly recommend using our epoxy mixer. It's going to cement mix your epoxy. So if you are struggling with bubbles, it's really going to help you out. Also, when you, again, let it rest. So mix it in the cup, let it rest for 5 minutes, and then apply it. Also apply it to your tumbler. Let your tumbler turn for 10 to 15 minutes, and then come back to it. Don't stress about the bubbles right after you've applied it. Give it a couple minutes to rotate and move around on the tumbler and release any of those bubbles. If you come back to it after about 10, 15 minutes, set a timer so you don't forget. Come back to it. If there's still some bubbles, hit it gently with a torch. All right, so you can see what I'm doing here is when I apply the hang method, I'm going to go back, sorry. When I apply for the hang method, I'm going to slowly just push it over the side. I push it over the side all the way around the tumbler. Because if you take all that epoxy and push it down one side, you're then going to have to try to move it from that side all the way around the tumbler. So by putting a little bit over each edge, you then just take that glitter, that epoxy, and slowly push it down. So you can see I used 4 grams. It's actually a little too much. This is a little too easy to push. It should take some elbow grease to move that epoxy from the top to the bottom. If it's easy to slide it down the tumbler, if you can just literally like put your finger on and slide it all the way to the bottom, you've got too much epoxy. You should have to like scoot it down. You want it really, really thin. The purpose of getting it on really, really thin is because you are not going to put this tumbler on the turner right now. You are going to, it's called hang method for a reason. You are going to hang this turner up after you get your glitter on. That way it's not taking up a turner. It's not using a ton of epoxy. It's using basically leftovers in very, very small amount to attach that glitter and get it hooked on there really, really well. If you add too much and then you put your glitter on and then you hang it, that glitter is just going to slide down the tumbler with the epoxy. The goal of the hang method is to put such a small amount of epoxy on that it's so thin that it won't slide down the cup, because this epoxy is self-leveling. So there's a fuzzy stick to my tumbler. Epoxy is self-leveling, and so it will move down the cup. I'm actually going in and going to slide my finger along here. I'm then going to grab one of my dollar store paper towel racks. I'm going to slide my finger on it and scrape any excess off. Because again, I don't want too much. All right, so there we go. So we've probably got about 1 gram left in here. So we probably used about 3.5 grams for this tumbler. And that's what I'm saying when I say it is really good for saving product. but also giving you, this is the best way to apply your glitter, hands down, especially your chunky glitter, hands down. I will go toe to toe in a head to head argument. I won't battle politics with you, but I will go head to head with you about which method is the best for applying chunky glitter. What is open stock glitter on the website? So Kelly, when I say open stock, I just mean that's our general standard glitter that's on our website that we carry every day on a day-to-day basis. It's our regular glitters. We do so many different specialty glitters here. We have the glitter sub box. We have palettes. We have live mixes, and those are all limited edition glitters that are only available through that specific thing. So like the sub box glitters are only available through the sub box. The live mixes are only available until it sells out, and stuff like that. So that's what I mean. But those are specialties. If you just go on our website and you type in fine glitter, you're going to see all the fine options, or you can click on products, click on all the boys, the glitter, and you're going to see it all there. That's good. Everything that you see there is our standard, just our open stock that we carry every day. All right, I'm going to get my glitter duster brush, glitter on here. All right, this is what's really nice about the hang method is you're not in a rush. Like I just dilly-dally, put that up to the side, glitter duster brush my paper, because with the hang method, the epoxy takes overnight to cure. So we're not in a rush. We can just hang out. All right, so here we go. We're gonna just, can you guys see what I'm doing? All right, move a little closer here. Glitter time. All right, here we go. This is when it's put up or shut up. So we're gonna put this all around this tumbler. This is just, I did a white base so we could really see how much of the blue aqua comes through. You can see that because of the hang method, it grabs onto the fine glitter equally as much as it does to the chunky glitter. So you get a really nice spread of all your glitter colors. It's not just dominated by one. If you are doing spray adhesive, for some reason, it's going to dominantly grab onto the fine glitters, as well as pretty much every method. The Mod Podge, Tack It, and spray adhesive are going to grab more of the fine glitter for some reason. The hang method is the absolute best way for it to grab those big chunks as well. So then I'm going to take down my finger and we're going to tap it down. This is going to lay all that glitter flat. This is basically burnishing, but without rubbing it, because you can't rub on the hang method. You have to just press it. And by pressing it, you're just pushing that glitter down flat against that epoxy surface. And that epoxy is going to grab hold of that. And you get a nice, smooth surface. This is how you make it really, really easy to coat with epoxy. Because once it's laid down flat, it's real easy to coat. All right. We're going to go back through. Always check the edge here. I make sure that there's nothing sticking way up on the edge here. Just tap it down with my finger. I always run my thumb along this top line, make sure there's nothing sticking up. That's going to make it really, really easy to cover with epoxy. Are you guys getting that full glitter there? Look at my glove. Amazing. This is exactly what I wanted it to be. All right, so I'm going to stick here. All of our water slides are clear water slides, yes. It's a clear, all of the water slides are clear water slides. If you want it to have a back white, you have to paint the backing. If it is written with words on it, it will not work because it will be backwards. The words will be backwards. So it's a clear water slide. Yes, so there's our sparkly cup. Can you guys see the colors really good on it? I know you can see the sparkle really good. Oh, I don't know. I should have done it on the black base too. I didn't prep a black tumbler because my brain just said snowball. This would be a really pretty peekaboo, like a wood grain peekaboo with like so it looked like the snow. Yowza. Yowza. All right. I have another tumbler. I have another tumbler prepped. It wasn't for this. It's actually for something else I'm supposed to be filming. But I'm going to use it because it's already spray painted and it's ready to go. Oh, wow. I'll take a picture of that later, guys. It looks amazing. Even outside the lights. So sparkly. So sparkly. Okay, let's see. Which one goes? All right, I have a random tumbler that I'm doing something else with. I'm making another Halloween tumbler, but this is on a mint base. So let's see what it looks like on a mint base. We'll make two. Change my lips. You're right, Dara. I've got nothing but time on my hands. I just sit around hanging out. I've been very, very into like the pastel Halloween stuff this year. I don't know why. My whole front yard is now done in Nightmare Before Christmas. And so I don't know, but I spray painted this to become a Halloween cup. So this is a mint. So that one is on a white. Oh, it's so pretty. That one's on a white base over there. This one's going to be on a mint base. So I'm going to take it. I'm actually going to take it off this base. This cup holder. I think I'm going to do another. I'm toying with whether I want to like shimmy down, like have an ombre look, or if I want to totally wrap the tumbler. Pastel goth, yeah, that's kind of what it is. This one's not really pastel. This is blacks, but like I love this one. This one's like done. It needs a little gentle sanding and one more layer of epoxy and it's done. But I haven't decided if I'm going to put a name on it or what. Okay, what do I want to do? Oh, somebody got their turner. It went fleeing by. I didn't get to catch the name. Baby blue would be pretty. I don't have a tumbler already prepped in baby blue though. I just happen to have this one because I was supposed to film this today. And then we worked on that. I didn't. Christina did that, but then she was in my film space, so I couldn't film. I can't decide. Should I fully wrap it or do the shimmy? Oh, you guys are saying shimmy. Okay, we're going to shimmy. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Okay. Pair of gloves on. We'll do the shimmy. I am going to do hang method shimmy, though. Ooh, wait a minute. I think I'm going to shimmy it from the bottom up. So the chunky glitter is on the bottom. And the mint is on the top. Yes. Now you guys are saying wrap it. Half wrap. Well, that's what half wrap is the ombre. Tap tap shimmy shimmy. Tap tap shimmy shimmy tap tap. You're supposed to be out cutting the lawn. It's way more fun. Okay, so let's mix some more epoxy. So I'm going to do the hang method again, but I'm going to do the hang method and I'm going to do it with just half ombre. Now I want to tell you, if you get fish eyes when you're doing this version, don't stress about it because tomorrow you're just going to put another coat of epoxy on it and those fish eyes will disappear. When I say fish eyes, I mean when you apply the hang method and it's very, very thin, it will tend to want to split and give you, it's not technically even fish eyes. It's like the epoxy just splits because it's so thin. But you don't need to stress about it. We're going to get the glitter on top of it. It's going to cure. You're going to press it down. It's going to cure. And so the top part where there's no glitter might do like what would look like fish eyes. Don't stress about it. Let it go. Let it cure. Don't overthink it. Don't worry about it. Just tomorrow we'll I'm going to show you because I guarantee it's going to happen. I'm going to put it on the turner, and then we're just going to put another layer of epoxy over the top of it, and all of that will disappear. It's only going to be temporary for while it's doing this hang method. And the reason I am doing this with the hang method is because I want all that chunky glitter to grab onto the tumbler. If I do this with spray adhesive, we might not get the same effect. Oh, yes. So somebody's asking what glitter I used on this tumbler. This is Julian. I told you this is like my new favorite white. This is Julian, Julian. We have a Julian with an E, and we have a Julian with an A. So Julian. This is Julian. And I am in love with it. And it actually works perfect with these decals. It's like I wasn't a fan of Julian when I was like mixing him, because I'm comparing him to Curtis in my brain. Then I put him on that tumbler. I was like, oh, dang. The glitter made me do, oh yeah, my shirt. The glitter made me do this. This is our Lily and Rose shirt. So you notice my shirt. Okay. Krista. Okay, here we go. Adding this. We're going to do another smidgen amount. Oh my gosh, you guys, I had 1.86 and 1.84. Amazing. All right, so we're gonna, I gotta plug you guys in. It says low battery, screaming at me. Which was on the other Skull and Rose one? I don't know which one you're talking about. The other Skull and Rose one. You mean the other Skull and Rose? I didn't show it to you, the other one that I did. I do not have a tutorial on the scale. You just push on. You wait for it to go 0, 0, 0, 0. Put your whatever you want, measure it. Then when you want to clear it out, you push TARE. And you can adjust the units to be like what you want it to. Oh, there. Misty, what are you talking about? She's like my biggest fan. Tell her she needs all the glitter, Misty. Hi, Alyssa. So if you guys are just jumping on, we are using the live mix. I mixed it earlier. We got this absolutely gorgeous snow fall, beautiful white with a subtle underlying kind of bluish underlying tint. Very snowball or snowbank. That is today's live mix. And I've already completely wrapped one tumbler with it. And I am now going to do a ombre shimmy on it. So we're going to do half. So we're just going to get our epoxy on there. So it's up on the website now. So if you're just joining us, on the website today is the live mix. There's also 3 for free with 50. So you get 3 little goodies, mystery goodies with any $50 order. That's just a little bonus I did today because I know y'all would be shopping with this live mix. And then you can also add your free test water slide to every order. Regardless of, you can literally buy 1 glitter and get a test water slide. So there's no minimum for the free test water slide. And that is up and available. I haven't checked numbers, so I don't know how many we have left. Let's see. Oh boy, there's only 100 live mixes left, guys. This is what I say, you guys are crazy. So there's 100 live mixes left. We've already sold 300. Oh, wait, we've already sold 200. 300? Oh. not really sure how many she put on the website. I forgot already. All right, so you can see with the hang method, we're just working that epoxy down. Fuzzy on there. All right. So now I'm gonna clean my finger. Yes, the free shipping starts after $15. So all you gotta do is spend $15 for your free shipping. Kristen, you're just in time to see me use the live mix one more time. So the other live mix tumbler we did, of course, this one's not fish eyeing at all for me. It's keeping the beautiful gloss, but oh, there it is, fish eye. Can you guys see it a little bit? Can you see it on the camera right there? There's a little bit of fish eyeing going on right here. That's because this tumbler was just painted like a couple hours ago, so it hasn't gassed off. So that's probably happening because of the gas off, and also because the epoxy is so thin. But I'm also not worried about it because I know that there's still glitter adhesive there, and so it's going to hold the glitter just fine. No, it doesn't affect it if you touch it again. Is make sure that it's completely dried off. So you can see I wipe my gloves. I've used these gloves multiple well, not this particular glove, I just reset, but sometimes I'll use my gloves all day. I'll just keep cleaning them, turning them inside out to dry so get the sweat dried out from the inside, and then putting them back on for the next project. And so no, it doesn't seem to affect the epoxy in any way as long as it's dried. So we're going to put this along the bottom here, cover our butt first. Okay. And then I'm going to hold it at an angle and I'm going to let this shimmy. So this is the live mix. It is a very soft, it's meant to be like a white glitter with a little bit of visual texture to it, of like a soft baby blue, very snow-like glitter. So I don't want this to go all the way to the top. I want it to ombre out. So I'm holding it at an angle like this. And so you're going to have that mint along the top, a little bit more. So you can see I just hold it at an angle. Oh my gosh. I love it on the mint. Oh, I love it on the mint. I love it on the mint. This is heaven. I'm definitely keeping this whole cup. Putting it in a bag. Some of the live mixes I don't even get because we literally sell every single ounce. There's none left for me. So this is this like week's live mix, and this is on the mint base. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to tap just like we did on the other one. Get it nice and flat. Make this real easy to coat. I'm not going to tap all the way up. I'm only going to tap to where it starts getting thick. You'll see what I do in just a minute. When it gets down in this area, because there's no glitter competing for the same space, it generally will lay down flat on its own it like grabs onto the moisture of the epoxy. But when it's down in here, it's kind of like being lifted up by the glitter next to it and such things. So you got to kind of like push it down and make it flat. But you can actually see up in this area, it's already laying flat on its own naturally. So you don't have to stress too much once you get up there. So I'm just tapping around the base. Also, guys, please keep in mind that when I'm working, I am working underneath a super high-powered ventilation system, so I don't have to wear a respirator. That's how you know it works well, is because I'm actually slightly reactive to epoxy. So like I couldn't do this in a closed room because I would have my throat would hurt all the time. So you can go through and just, if you see one sticking up, you just poke it. But like I said, most of these are just going to naturally already be laying down flat. Rotate, tap. All right. So to find the live mix on the website, just click on today's deals. You'll get a drop-down menu. You're going to go to what's new, and you will see live mix number 7 on there. Also, I will have to say, you guys, I was dying when that one person came on and started hating on my live. If you missed it, it was earlier in the live when I was mixing the glitter, and somebody was like full blown like hating on me. And you guys, you guys pounced on them like lions, like lionesses, protecting their baby cub. I'm used to haters, you guys. It doesn't even faze me anymore. People that generally have a lot to say actually have nothing to say. Nothing that anybody cares about, at least. And so it doesn't stress me out. But I loved it when you guys just were like, blah, 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 blah. You went after them. Love it. Because you know I'm not going to address it whatsoever. I don't engage in drama. I hate drama. I don't know, Tammy. It was going on in the very, very beginning when I was mixing the glitter. I have haters everywhere. What I laugh about, especially like on TikTok when they come out of the woodwork, I'm like, when you're up in my comments being a hater, you're just helping my algorithm. So now millions of people have seen this instead of like 1,000. Oh, thank you, Tori. Don't mess with Summer. Oh. It's how you know you made it, when people hate on you. But that's reality. It doesn't bother me. I used to be very thin-skinned. I'm a very sensitive person, actually. I cry real easy. But since going through this with this business and ending up in the hospital because I was so reactive to every tiny little thing that people would come at me about, and I took it to heart, and oh my gosh, I'm gonna pull these. I gotta click. Hold on, I want to show you guys these 2 tumblers side by side. They're amazing. I was so reactive and affected by every single thing that somebody would come at me with. And I took it to heart and took it very personal because I work really, really freaking hard. That it put me in the hospital. I was hospitalized for a month. February will be 2 years. Can you believe it's been 2 years? Isn't that insane? For all of y'all that have been here that long, it's been almost 2 years since I was hospitalized from glitter. The stress of glitter. But I ended up in the hospital for a month. I had some serious health stuff going on, and it took them to diagnose me and treat, and it was craziness. Anywho, that's gone. Yeah, but I used to be really thin-skinned, and I've just learned that I know who I am. I've been through a lot. I know who I am. I'm very comfortable in myself. And so I don't care. People comment about my age and me being old and dressing like I'm a kid, and I'm like, maybe kids dress like me. I dress like myself. I just like what I like. I'm wearing sweatpants and a cut t-shirt. 40-something years old. Anywho, so I'm very comfortable in myself. I'm comfortable in who I am. I've accepted that there's just going to be people who just don't like one thing for one thing or another, and I don't engage. Engaging doesn't solve anything, doesn't make anything better. It just gets me more riled up. So I'm just like, you can say what you got to say. I'll just keep turning up. I'm like, people genuinely think that they're going to destroy my business. I'm like, okay. I mean, you can try. I would really like the vacation, actually. Just kidding. I love you guys. I love being here. I love being here with you guys. My husband last night was, he's like, you just love what you do. If you all missed it, my husband came on for like the last 5 minutes of the live last night. He came to pick me up. I love doing this with you guys. I wouldn't do it otherwise. I'm here to, and this is the thing. Everyone's like hating on me. I'm like, I don't know what you're so upset about. I don't make anybody buy anything. There's not a requirement to watch my, like, you don't have to pay to watch me live. You don't have to pay to see any of my free tutorials. If you join my Facebook, you don't have to pay for any of the free files that are in my Facebook group. You can use them. You can use them for your businesses. There's no, we don't charge for any infringement or whatever distribution. Like, you can use them to make money off of with your Tumbler, like print our decals, put them on your tumblers and make money. I'm like, that's all free. There's so many things that you can do watching me and interacting with me that don't cost anything. Yes, we have a website. And you know what? In the beginning, I didn't sell anything. I didn't start this business to sell. I started this business because I was teaching and I was helping other people. You guys is why I started selling. You're like, you need to, why aren't you selling stuff? We want to buy glitter from you and blah, 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 blah. And so you guys are where this has all come from. And it's a major blessing. And like always, people say, how did you start Lily and Rose? I'm like, oh, an accident. Legit, it was an accident. People are like, how did you get, 200,000 followers across your things? I'm like, I just teach. I just share and teach and give away what I have, what's in my brain for free. I haven't tried to build. I'm not, like, I'm on TikTok and I just try to think, like, what do I need to share? What would somebody want to learn? What are the little tips and tricks that I can help people with? And that's what I'm sharing, and I'm not charging for it. We will eventually, I'm working on it, having like a little membership thing here on YouTube. Again, it's super optional. I will always still be doing exactly what I'm doing here. The membership is just going to mean like you're going to get a free monthly water slide and like 2 bonus lives that only members can join. I'm working on it. Again, this could take me a while. I always put the cart before the horse, and you guys are like, when is that gonna happen? I'm like, oh my God. But I'm working on that. I want to make sure I know what I'm doing with that before, because I want to make sure I know how to schedule for the members to be able to watch certain lives, little bonus gifts and things. But that is literally like an extra thing, and that's actually because somebody was like, hey, why don't you do this? I'll go look into it. So that's just a bonus thing. I will never stop teaching for free here on YouTube. I will never stop teaching for free on TikTok. I will never stop teaching for free on Snapchat. That's just part of what I do, and that's part of who I am as a person. And that's what this group was founded on. This company was originally founded on me teaching and me giving back to the community around us. And that's where the Glitter Gives Back comes from. That's where giving away service dogs, giving away, like giving Christmas to these homeless teenagers, giving that humongous check that we gave to that NICU hospital for the families, and supporting all those nurses. You guys were amazing. You turned up. You guys sent us a ton of tumblers and goodies. And I had a bunch of tumblers, and we took all this stuff down there and spoiled those NICU nurses and then donated the big check. That is what Little Leah and Rose is about. I'm not a millionaire. I don't make a ton of money. I had haters at one point saying she's just making all this money to buy chandeliers. I'm like, I literally live in a 2-bedroom farm style house that was built like 80 years ago that's surrounded by dirt. I don't even have grass. My closet is this wide, and I'm in one room. My babies are in the other room, literally one door, like 6 feet away from my door. Our nanny lives in a $2,000 trailer in the backyard. We had our nanny living with us. I'm like, I am not like living the lifestyle. So I'm like, I didn't do this to be rich. My husband makes enough for us to be happy as a family with. This is like a bonus fun thing for me. I love doing it for you guys now. And now it's become about the family that we even have here at the warehouse. You know, we have the girls that work for us here, and they're like amazing and family, and we've done some fun stuff with them. It's like we've gone down the rivers and what. Anyway, so now me running this business is also about making sure that they can support their families and themselves and their lives with this job. And I just like it really was about getting new products for you guys. And Christina's amazing at like hunting down new things and finding new products, and we developed some stuff that we would back 100%. Like we're working on our own silicone molding set. But yeah, so this, and if you don't know this about our company, we started out swag bags are now 2 years old. And so we've been doing the swag bags for a while. And it's an awesome thing. If you have never checked out our swag bags, go into our Facebook group. It's Literally in Rose Tumblers and Epoxy Art. That's how you can find us on Facebook. I'm super active there. We've got a couple fun things going on in the Facebook group that do not happen here on YouTube. So if you only watch us here on YouTube, you're missing out on some stuff. I do highly recommend reaching and finding us on Facebook and joining the group there so that you can get in on all those fun little like inner circle competitions and giveaways and freebie things that happen in that group. There's 40,000 members there. It's a big little family. You can ask any questions. If you're like, hey, I'm trying to use this one glitter and it's not blah, 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 you can post that in the group and like, and members will be like, oh my gosh, this is how I apply it, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Iris, I know I don't owe anybody an explanation. I'm just sharing a little bit of our story too. Tony says, come join us. We're really awesome. Yeah. So you can ask, like, if you're struggling, like somebody earlier was like, hey, I'm getting a lot of bubbles in my epoxy. How do I combat that? You can post that in the group and a bunch of people are going to help you out. They're going to tell you all the little tips and tricks they've learned with our epoxy. My team is there to help answer questions. I pop in there frequently and answer questions. Oh, thank you, Gloria. Yes, I aim to teach as much as I possibly can and to give you guys as much as possible. So, and also if you're not in our Facebook group, you're missing out on a really cool thing that we do have. If you go in the Facebook group, you can do the selection where it says like announcements, files, home, blah, blah, blah. If you click on files, it's going to give you a bunch of free SVG files that I've created or the team has created. And you can use all those files for your tumblers. So that's a little bit about me. There's a lot more. I mean, we've been doing this for a long time. We've got some history, but I love doing it with you guys. I wouldn't have it any other way. And yes, we are blessed to be in a 4,000 square foot warehouse now. But if you know this company, we started in my house. We used to work out of my garage. My husband built, we called it the Swag Shack, this little outpost building on our property. He kind of put a flooring in it for me and put a light up in there. And I used to go live from there. And we would pack swag in my front yard under big tents. We had Swag City. It started in the garage. It was swag. And then we had to put tents out in the front yard and it became Swag City. And then Emily was like, girl, you got to put this in a warehouse. So that's when we jumped into a small warehouse. And then by the grace of God that this Texas opportunity presented itself, we were able to move to Texas, get double the warehouse space for the same price we were paying for the space in California because we were bursting out of the seams in California. We had to have extra space, and so here we are. So if you check us out, Literally in Rose is our website. We don't require you to buy anything. You can be here hanging out with us for free, but if you want to check us out and give us some love, check us out on the website. Oh, no problem, Setva. I know the bicycle wheel, when we moved to Texas, it didn't come with it. So my dad, back in the day when I was actually making tumblers as a business, before it was even Literally in Rose, when I was just creating, my dad took a bicycle wheel, put it on its side, put it as a lazy suit, and put all the PVC pipe poking up so I could put like 12 or 13 cups on a bicycle wheel and do hang method and spin, hang method, spin, hang method, and that would be the spinning wheel of all my tumblers. But that didn't make it all the way to Texas. It's gonna have even more. So Savannah says she loves all the shelves. It's gonna go way up high and way down low because I have so many glitters. This is just, we just framed out the little Liam Rose sign. As you can see, it's covered in plastic because we spray painted up here. Thank you, Sarah. So, yep, that's a little bit about our company. What time is it, you guys? I'm bad about keeping track. Oh, we got some good time. Okay, let's play with some more stuff. I thought we were winding down, but we're not. Oh, Melissa, we knew. We're like, this is going to drive people crazy because we're going to have to take them all down tomorrow to keep going. So I was like, just throw them up there for the live. So there's something up there, and tomorrow we're going to get them organized. All right, so let's do some stuff because I got things I got to work on. So one of the things I want to get done is I want to get this guy under epoxy. This is the tumbler that we started yesterday with the palette J. This is the Pretty Pumpkin palette. So every other Monday, if you were not familiar, every other Monday I release a palette, and they're all glitters that are meant to be worked together that will look beautiful together. So this is part of Pretty Pumpkin. There's actually 3 glitters here. There's the purple opalescent, the mint opalescent, and then we have this beautiful opalescent. It's kind of like grass green, or like Easter grass green is what I'm saying, over the top right along the edge to blend them in. It worked out beautifully. So I put a layer of epoxy on this yesterday, but I had to end up grabbing the tumbler to push it back onto the cup, and a bunch of epoxy stayed on my glove. So it needs another coat today. So we're just gonna slap another coat on there. Brandy, I'm actually going to be doing that next. I have my Battle Box tumbler. This is my Battle Box tumbler I'm working on. I'm going to be putting it on the turner next. We're just going to get this guy under epoxy. So stay tuned, Brandy. All right, so this is a 30-ounce tumbler, so I'm going to do 40 grams of epoxy. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to do 36 grams of epoxy because I can't get 40 grams of epoxy in this little cup. I lied. I'm going to have to squeeze a little too hard on that last one. Okay. Squeeze a little too hard. I have to add 1 more gram. Oh boy, that's a full cup there. Ooh. Hi, sugar. So I do have an instruction on how to make a turner, but the cheap turners, I will say it's just better off just ordering one of our turners because the cheap turners are giant fire hazards. Back in the day, I actually had a fire department, a fireman come and go do a live with me, and he talked about all the houses that burned down from the bad electrical as these homemade turners came popular, and they're using the microwave motors. So yes, you can make them at home. Should you? Absolutely not. You're better off just doing hang method, like what I was teaching before. I actually have a full tutorials on how to do entire tumblers with just the hang method, where you don't have to have a turner. But I would just recommend, so you don't burn your house down or your apartment down or your apartment complex down, please just buy your turner. Because the safest way and there will be companies of, oh, I have a 16-cup turner and they're all done. Well, you know what? That's good for you. But also you could burn your house down. So unless you're an electrician, you should not be wiring a product that gets hot, because those motors are only designed to run for like 6-10 minutes most with like a microwave. They're not meant to run for 9 hours with a tumbler on it. And if you do not know how to wire things and you're not an electrician, there's a good chance you're going to mess that up, and then you're going to get sparks, and then you're going to get a fire. And I will tell you, we have had is it 3 members in this group who've burned their houses down from bad wiring on Turners in just this group. So Wendy Beers is asking about the squeeze bottles that I keep my epoxy in. If you go on our Amazon shopping link, go on to amazon.com/shop/Little Lee and Rose. And we have the squeeze bottles listed on our Amazon store. Somebody's asking about Battle Box and when they go available. The Battle Box goes on sale on the 7th at 6 p.m. every month. This last month they sold out in, 18 hours? So you got to be on your game. That's why we announce way in advance. They go out on sale at the same time every month. So it's a fair game for everybody to make sure that they can get one if they want one before they sell out. But yeah, they sell out rapid style. The Battle Boxes are limited to 250 a month. Yeah, I have never built one of those cheap turners because before I even knew the hazards of it, I just thought it was like, that does not look safe. Then I researched it, found out it's not safe. Then I talked to firemen, found out it's really not safe. And an electrician. And they're like, nope. And the electrician is the one who's like, that motor has no way of cooling itself. You're literally mounting it onto wood. And some people are like, oh, mine don't get hot. You're lucky. I would rather not be like, oh, I got real lucky and didn't burn my house down. I'd rather be like, I got this turner right here and it can literally, you guys, I had one of our turners. Remember worked at my house and I put it in the window upstairs and it turned for like 2 weeks because I forgot it was there. It's a room that we never go in. And when I went back in, the motor was still running, perfectly cold. Yeah, the turner that I've got here, I designed this turner. I prefer the individual turners as opposed to the big guys that are all attached to each other, because if one is like getting a muffin top, but there's a whole row of them, they're all attached to each other, you can't adjust that one. You have to just let it muffin top and then deal with it. But if you have a turner that you can tilt, then you can work with it. Oh, Mashan, yes, and that's why and that's actually why I have a full tutorial on YouTube on how to do a tumbler start to finish with the hang method. You can do an entire tumbler with the hang method. It takes more patience. You're going to do more sanding, but it's definitely doable with the hang method. When you're doing individual layers, like to start with your glitter, you're going to be using 4 to 5 grams. If you're doing a layer over glitter, you're going to be using 7 to 10 grams. And if it's hanging and you start seeing drips, just use a popsicle stick and swoop the drip away. When I say you're going to end up sanding, is because if it does drip, you're going to get a little bulge right here, and you're going to have to sand that down. But I would recommend getting like 5 or 6 layers before you really go in and sand it to the smooth. Then get it nice and smooth. Like get a lot of layers on, sand it down to smooth, add your decal, and then put your final maybe 2 coats of very thin epoxy over the top. Finish it out. You do have to be very, very careful, Robin. The one that's the ones that are the cheap ones on Amazon are the ones done with those microwave motors. And it's another one of those, just because you can doesn't mean you should. So if it's one of those little circle motors, you do not want to buy that, because you might find a turner that's like $20 on Amazon, but they're using the wrong motors, and they don't care. All right, so we've got our 40 grams. We're going to go ahead and stick this on here. I'm just going to do a nice heavy coat. This will be the last coat that this gets before we start adding our decals and doing our things to it. Again, I always stay about an inch down from the top. I go back in and go up to the top at the end. And I do that so that I don't accidentally get epoxy down on the inside. Okay. Get along the butt. You don't want to do any sanding on your tumbler until you have at least 2 coats of epoxy on it. If you try to sand on that first coat, you're going to hit your glitter and mess up your tumbler. So get at least 2 coats of epoxy on before you sand. Some people say, oh, I got fish eyes, what do I do? And they'll say gently like sand and apply again. No, if you have fish eyes in your first layer, just apply your next layer. You do not need to sand, just apply your next layer of epoxy. Most likely the second layer of epoxy is going to fix those fish eyes. If after the second layer of epoxy you still have fish eyes, that's when you would sand. So I always only apply the glitter and swoop up. Okay, we're good to go. Got a little extra, we'll go ahead and just let that drip on there. What 3 glitters was this? This is from palette J. I'll show you guys. This is from palette J. I use Jameson, which is the mint opalescent. We use Jacob, which is the purple opalescent. And what was the last one I had? The green one. Jackson. Oh, sorry, Jensen. Jensen was the grass green. This was from palette J. Yes, do not clean your cup with alcohol. If you clean your cup with alcohol, you want to wash it with soap and water after the alcohol. Add a second coat of epoxy. Yes, Danette. Just add another second coat of epoxy right over the top of that one. Oh, you just can't remember. Okay, yes, it's Jensen, Jacob, and Jameson. Oh, angelfish. You can't believe it made it to 24 hours, but it won't make it 40. Oh, do you mean the pallet? There was only 11 pallets left this morning. We actually put out an extra, a total of an extra like 75 pallets this time because we sell out so fast, and we wanted to see if we can make it last a couple extra days for those people who can't get it on the actual day of the pallet release. But there's only 11 left. Okay, so. Okay, let me get a turner. Okay, here we go. All right, so now we're going to do the battle box. I'm going to tape off the rim here. Just going to use painter's tape because it's sitting right here. Okay, so for this battle box, I want to tape off around this edge. This is going to look a little funny, but it's very functional. I want to avoid getting epoxy on this lip right here. Oh shoot, I'm doing this the wrong way. I'm doing it backwards. So I'm going to, bend. Press. Okay, I'm taking these little mini pieces and I'm just laying it down and I'm letting it kind of sit on that edge and pressing it into the crease. Okay. I'll show it to you guys. It's hard to explain what I'm doing. I'll show it to you guys. Hold on. So see, I'm having it go up on this edge right here. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking little big pieces of tape and I'm overlapping it a little bit, and then I'm pressing it in to the crease and having it press down onto there. Because I don't want glitter, I don't want epoxy right there, because the lid has to screw down tight to that spot. And if I put like 1/8 of an inch of epoxy right there, then it won't screw all the way down on there. Okay. I'm not worrying about it being exactly perfect. I can perfect it with a hot knife on the back end. Right now I'm just basically doing a generic kind of wrap. All right. So then I take the Lily and Rose turner. This is why I freaking love our turners. As you just saw, I had the big 30 ounce. I've had a 64 ounce wine decanter on here. So I've had a big, sorry, I'm trying to read comments real quick. I've had a big 64 ounce wine decanter on this sucker. But now I've got this little, I think this is 16 ounces. I think it's 16 ounces. I don't remember actually anymore. And so now I'm just going to squeeze this foam down. Okay. Squeeze the foam down, do a little twist and press and twist and press, twist and press. I'm actually going to push this right on in there. Use my silicone stick. Hold that in place. Pop it down in. And there we go. So they're like that, just like that. So that's why I love our foam, is because you can compress the foam down to fit these little tiny bottlenecks, or it's expanded big enough to hold those big old jugs. Did I remove the glitter from the butt before I glittered it? Did mine have a rubber butt? Did it have a rubber butt? If it did, then I guess I removed it because it's not there anymore. I don't remember that. Oh my gosh, Penny, you're right. I should have used Penny's trick is to take strips of tape. Oh gosh, it's big. Penny, I'm not going to explain it right now because it's going to take too much time, and I don't have that much time. Penny uses tape, and she puts strips of tape in there. All right, and then you can pull the tape and pull it out. She posted it in the group. Penny, will you bump that post again? Actually, bump it and then tag my name in it, and I'll go and bump it as well, Penny. Penny, she posted a little video in the group a long time ago. And I don't remember it having a rubber butt either. I don't know that it had a rubber butt. I don't know that mine did. You're welcome, Shannon. You just take tape and double it on itself so it's not sticky on either side. So you tape a piece of tape to another piece of tape, and stick it on the bottom of your foam. And when you shove it in there, the tabs of the tape stick up out here, so you can just grab the tapes and pop it and pull it. I don't know that would pull that out of this little tiny hole though. This is going to be surgery. I'm basically going to have to birth this thing backwards. All right, so let's epoxy this guy. This is 16 ounces, so we're going to do like 20. Let's just do 30 grams of epoxy. I have spray painted this with clear gloss spray paint. 3 coats, 3 good, solid, heavy coats to try to keep this glitter from moving so it doesn't go over my my vinyl. These are glitters from the Battle Box. This absolutely gorgeous burgundy. It was a custom mix that was only available in the Battle Box. All right. Okay, there's only 60 live mixes left. There's only 60 live mixes left. How do you seal the heat wrap you put on the battle box? I'm going to show you. I'm actually going to epoxy it. What other colors were in the battle box? I'm brain farting right now. There was a green, there was an orange, there was a burgundy, and there was a gold. I'm brain farting. I don't have them on my table anymore. I will show. Well, here's the live mix in the cup. Here's the live mix in the cup. Actually, yeah. Here, let me show you guys real quick, because I wanted to show you guys a side-by-side comparison of the two anyway. I did one on a white base and I did one on a mint green base. So give me a minute. Ooh. Whoa! Oh man, my hip. Yowza! Yeah! You guys have forgotten my bad hip. I just zinged myself good. I zinged myself good. All right, so here are the live mixes. This one is on the white base. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a white glitter with a slight soft blue undertone. And then here is the mint base one. I'm actually gonna swoop the top. So like I was saying with the hang method, you might get some drips. This one had very like a little bitty baby drip. So I just swooped it off. So you just want to swoop it off as it's curing. So this one we did hang method epoxy, but you can see all the fisheyes on it. I told you it was going to do this. I knew it would. That's fine. Just ignore that. Let it go. When we put more epoxy on tomorrow, that'll disappear. But this is Live Mix 7 on a mint base. Oh, it's so pretty. Ta-da. Woo! Oh, they're so pretty. Hold on, you guys. I got to show you them on the other side of the room. They're almost prettier, not in my studio lights. Hold on. I don't know how to. Hold on. We're going on a field trip. I have to show you guys these. Like that's out of my studio lights. I feel like they're prettier. Well, this one's picking up some pink from the neon light, but I feel like they're prettier just sitting here. So pretty. Chris Fields is good. No, he hasn't come to visit for a while. He needed to save up a vacation days. We don't like him to come unless he can come for like 4 or 5 days because it's a long drive, and I don't get enough Chris Fields in like 2 days. Chris Fields is one of my buddies. I actually met him through Lily and Rose. He was a member in the group when we first started, and we became friends, and then became real life friends when I moved to Texas because he lives only like 4.5 hours away from me. But when he comes, he likes to stay for like 5 days to 6 days. Yes, that's today's live mix. So yes, there was 60 live mixes left. So get it while you can. Chris comes and he does crafting with me. Plus, I just freaking love him having that around. That's right. Will you be doing a flood coat right over the fish eyes? Yes. Mary, I will do a flood coat right over those guys. Thank you, Debbie. Oh, it probably would be a pretty on a soft pink base. I feel like that live mix is going to be pretty on pretty much any base. You could probably, it's going to be like a Kate Koa thing where you could put it on any base and it's going to look really pretty. How much epoxy does the feather dish mold use? I don't know. Do you guys remember what it was when I measured it the other day? I don't remember. I'm really bad about tracking that stuff. You can tell if you fill the mold with rice and then pour all that rice into a little measuring cup, that's going to give you the volume that you need. Oh, Chris is amazing. My kids love him. My husband likes him. We all get along really well. I told him, I was like, you're a really good friend when you can be at my house, and like I don't feel like there's a burden of him being there. Like he's just part of my household. It's wonderful. Not that you know what I mean. Like visitors are fun and they're fun to have, but sometimes it's exhausting. I don't feel like I need to entertain. He's just part of my house, and he's just kind of there. Like I don't have to entertain him. I don't have to worry about him. He just will get up and get a snack or grab a drink or put on TV or whatever. Like he just kind of lives with us. It's awesome. We became very close very fast. Yes, I did unmold the feather. It looks amazeballs. Here's the feather unmolded. All right, so now I've got this epoxy. It's all mixed. Oh, I think I mixed too much. It will. All right, so we're going to just go in and get her done. Oh, I knew this was going to be amazing. I knew this burgundy was going to be amazing the minute epoxy hit it, and it is. Oh, it's amazeballs. So I custom mixed this burgundy. Burgundy does not exist in the glitter world amongst any glitter company, like any manufacturers or anywhere. It has to be custom mixed, and I made this one specifically for Battle Ox, and it's absolutely gorgeous under epoxy. I knew it was going to be. The color just really comes to life under that epoxy. So you can see I'm trying to stay kind of color within the lines of where these glitters are, because I don't want to contaminate like one glitter over the next. And I don't want to contaminate over my decal, but it looks like my spray paint job is pretty much holding this glitter in place. It's not moving around at all, so we're good to go. But I'm going slow just in case. But like I said, I put 3 heavy coats of clear gloss spray paint over my glitter to hold this fine glitter in place so it doesn't travel over to my other sections of the cup, like onto the big piece of vinyl or up in here into the color. So now I've got my rose gold. So this rose gold was actually heat transfer vinyl that we applied onto this tumbler. So now I'm going to seal that all in with a layer of epoxy. And again, I'm just carefully applying it over. I'll wait till that vinyl comes. Check my finger so there's not any like giant chunks of glitter sticking on there. And then we're going to start coating on top of that piece of vinyl. So this tumbler's getting a lot more detail put on it. This is just the starting stage. Oh yeah, sorry, the feather that I just showed you is the brand new mold that came on the website. I figure that's the one you were asking me about. It's almost like a little tray or serviette, or like a spoon rest could be. I'm going to use it as a large coaster mold. All right, so there we go. We've got that good to go. Bring that epoxy all the way up to that sticker. Okay, I actually probably have enough in there to do a hang method layer, but I don't have any more tumblers. Sarah, you missed me mixing the live mix, but there was still, the last time I looked, there were still 60 live mixes available. But the time I looked before that, there was 100. So they're going quickly. But there was 60, like 10 minutes ago, there was 60 left. So Sarah. This is the live mix. So anybody missing? We made the live mix as a beautiful white this week and has a very subtle undertone of a little bit like a snowflake, a little winter snowflake. It's absolutely gorgeous. Let me move my tumbler out of the way. I don't want to contaminate. You can tell our regulars who are like coming on a Wednesday, like, is it live mix? So here is the live mix. I need to torch this. Oh boy. So I'm going to torch this. Again, like we were saying yesterday, when you torch, you don't want to torch only over the decal. Because you'll get the little bubbles off from being over the decal, but then the tumbler, the epoxy is going to rotate and spin around on the cup when you walk away from it, and then the bubbles that were on this side that you might not have seen because they were on dark glitter or whatnot, they're going to rotate around, and then they're going to end up on top of your decal. So you have to, if you're going to torch for micro bubbles, you're going to have to torch all the way around. You don't want to over torch. You want to torch a little bit and then let it rest, and then come back in a few minutes and see if it needs more torching. So I'm going to put it off to the side real quick, and I'm going to show the live mix off for those who are just coming in who missed seeing it, because I don't want them to miss out on the opportunity as it's selling very fast. And this one at 60, I know this one will sell out by the end of the night. People will start watching this in replay and go and grab it. All right, so here is the live mix. It's a white with a slight blue undertone. It's absolutely ridiculous. And if you watch this in replay, I put it on 2 different tumblers. We put it on a white base and we put it on a mint green base. And both are, of course, true to Pants Whale's self, amazing. Yes, so you can find that under what's new on the website. So if you click on today's deals, let the drop down menu come on. You're going to see under the drop down menu, you'll say what's new. Click on that and you will find this live mix. And remember, the live mix is a $25 minimum order, but the entire order has to be $25. It doesn't have to be just $25 in live mix, but it can be. If you're like, I don't need anything else, I just want a whole bunch of live mix, then your whole order can be just $25 worth of live mix. I don't care. You guys do you. So I'm just I don't have the luxury of 20 minutes. So I've just got to do all my torching at once and cross my fingers and hope for the best. Because I got to get going for the night. Oh, there's one piece of glitter migrated. Whoop. All right, so now I'm going to let this tumbler turn. I can see that it wants to angle down. We got to remove the tape. So we're going to pull this tape. You want to pull the tape right away. Okay. And then I can see that the angle kind of wants to angle down this way, and we're getting a slight muffin bottom. So I'm going to take a stir stick and I'm going to put it underneath, and that's going to level that tumbler out a little bit because the weight of the tumbler kind of wants to tilt off a little. And there we go. So this is my battle box. I did not get the top taped off, but essentially what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to set it on a little stand like this. I'm going to tape off this top section, and then I will do hang method around the side, and I'll do multiple layers of hang method and seal in this top bracket under epoxy. But again, like I said, I will do the same kind of taping off method around this edge and protect this from getting epoxy, and only epoxy this center part. All right, guys, I got a jam. Have happy shopping. Have fun. Happy shopping. That was a lot of sentence to try to get out. I overcommitted myself. Have fun shopping, guys. There's a little bit of live mix left, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.